how fables are helpful in learning English. English is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world, and learning it can open doors to better education, jobs, and communication across cultures. But learning English, like any language, requires patience, practice, and the right methods. One powerful and enjoyable method to learn English is by reading fables. Fables are short stories, usually involving animals or objects that talk and behave like humans. These stories teach moral lessons and are easy to understand. Some famous fables include Aesop's fables, like the Tortoise and the Hare, the Fox and the Grapes, and the Lion and the Mouse. These stories may seem simple, but they are very useful tools for learning English, especially for beginners and intermediate learners. Let's explore how fables help in learning English effectively. 1. Simple and clear language. Fables usually use simple vocabulary and short sentences. This makes them perfect for beginners. Unlike newspapers or novels that might use complex grammar and difficult words, fables focus on basic sentence structures. This allows learners to understand the story without struggling too much. For example, in The Fox and the Grapes, the fox says, "Those grapes are probably sour anyway." This sentence is short, easy to understand, and contains useful vocabulary like grapes and sour. Learners can easily understand and remember such lines, which improves both vocabulary and sentence formation. 2. Improves vocabulary. Reading fables regularly introduces learners to new words in context. When words are seen in meaningful stories, they are easier to remember. Learners also understand how to use them in real-life situations. For instance, in The Ant and the Grasshopper, students learn words like prepare, winter, hardworking, and lazy. Instead of memorizing word lists, learners understand these words through the story and remember them better. 3. Teaches grammar naturally. Fables help students see how English grammar is used in natural situations. Learners can observe how tenses, prepositions, conjunctions, and articles are used correctly. For example, in The Tortoise and the Hare, the story may say, "The hare ran fast, but the tortoise kept moving." This shows the use of past tense verbs and conjunctions like but. By reading more fables, learners absorb grammar rules without needing to study them separately. 4. Moral lessons make stories memorable. Fables always end with a moral or lesson. This makes them more meaningful. People remember lessons better when they are linked to a story. For English learners, this emotional connection helps them remember the vocabulary, structure, and the story for a longer time. For example, Slow and Steady wins the race from The Tortoise and the Hare teaches patience and consistency. Since the story is interesting, students remember the message and the English used in the story more easily. 5. Enhances listening and speaking skills. Many fables are available as audiobooks, videos, or even cartoons. Listening to native speakers narrate fables helps learners improve their pronunciation, intonation, and listening skills. Learners can also read fables aloud or retell them in their own words. This practice helps build speaking fluency. Retelling a fable helps learners use English creatively and increases their confidence. 6. Encourages creative thinking and writing. After reading a fable, students can be asked to write their own version or change the ending. This encourages creative thinking and helps improve writing skills. For example, a student may write a modern version of The Fox and the Grapes or imagine what would happen if the tortoise tripped during the race. Such activities help learners use the English they know in a fun and imaginative way. 7. Cultural understanding. Fables often reflect cultural values. Reading fables from English-speaking countries helps learners understand the culture, traditions, and beliefs of that language. It's also interesting to compare English fables with Indian or other cultural stories. For example, comparing The Lion and the Mouse with an Indian Panchatantra tale helps learners understand both cultures and expands their global thinking, all while improving their English. 8. Increases motivation to learn. Learning a new language can sometimes feel boring or difficult, but fables make learning enjoyable. Their short length and fun characters keep students interested. When learners enjoy reading, they are more likely to keep practicing. Also, completing a fable gives a sense of achievement. It feels good to finish a story, understand it, and learn something from it. This builds confidence and encourages more learning. 9. Useful for all ages. Fables are not just for children. They are great for adults too. Their messages are universal, and their language is useful for all levels. Whether someone is 10 or 40, fables can be a friendly way to improve English. Teachers can use fables in classrooms, parents can read them to their children, and learners can read them alone or in groups. They work well in any learning environment. 10. Available everywhere. Fables are easy to find. They are available in books, online PDFs, YouTube videos, audiobooks, and educational apps. Many fables are free to access. This makes them a convenient resource for English learners worldwide. Also, many versions of fables have bilingual translations, for example, English and Hindi versions together. This helps Indian learners understand the story better while improving their English. Conclusion. Fables are a powerful tool for learning English. They offer a simple, enjoyable, and effective way to build vocabulary, understand grammar, improve pronunciation, and gain confidence in reading and speaking. Their moral lessons make the stories memorable, and their short format makes them perfect for regular practice. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, young or old, fables can make your English learning journey fun and meaningful. So pick up a fable today and learn English with a smile.